Good evening, everybody. It looks like we're live. It says that we're live. We have people in the chat.
I can imagine we probably do.
We
How's it
might.
going, peeps?
Your mama's on here, lurking while working, so just saying hi. Yo, mama, thanks for stopping by. Glad you're here. Let's see here. Uh, well, start from the top. That intro, Poopy Star, as always. Thank you much, brother. We appreciate that. He also does our outro, just in case you missed that. Uh, we're on episode 30. We've done this 30 times.
30 weeks.
This is the 30th time that we've done it. And, it's just not bad. Fun. What's that?
Traffic. I'm going to have to probably close my window, aren't I?
Maybe. I turned off the fan. I'll let it get a little warm down here. At any rate, we got Poopy. He helped us out with the intro. Much appreciated, brother. And then that obviously the outro. I really don't have a whole lot else, We're just kind of chilling this week. We got to find something else to do because this working thing is for the birds. I think Pops has got the right idea.
He's second guessing it, but he better not.
No, he needs to do a little bit of relaxation.
It's the idle time that's going to hurt. That's all.
Well, we just got to keep his ass busy. Maybe he needs to learn to crochet.
You are on one hell of a roll with him, aren't you?
No, have you seen the thing that he had crocheted?
Yeah.
Kai made that. That is awesome. Sit down with her and learn how to crochet.
I don't think he and or I or you probably will have the dexterity for that. I know I sure as hell don't have the dexterity for it.
I don't think it's the dexterity you are missing, sir.
It's got a small part to do with it.
Maybe.
I mean, small part.
No, I am not picking on Pops. I think it's important to keep that type of the idle hands thing, away from you. Got to have a hobby. Got to find something to do. I think that is extremely important. I think fishing is good. But the problem with fishing is if you do it and you're just doing it by yourself, hey, that's great for the first week. But then you start getting in your own head. And sometimes you need to do something else.
That's part of the hobby part of it. It's a hobby, then you move on to another, and then you kind of switch between the different things.
Yeah. Do you want some garlic Parmesan pizza rolls, Hubs?
No, not right now. But thank you.
Hey, I try.
Appreciate you.
No, I don't know that necessarily jumping in and continuing to work on cars would be like the absolute best thing. I think that having that as just tinkering would be perfect.
Except he's getting to the point where it's getting hard on his body physically because he can't get down to do things. It's hard.
And that's why I'm saying the tinkering, not necessarily getting in there and doing the big stuff.
Right.
But maybe
he hasn't done cars in years, though. He's been playing with parts.
Right, but getting into the tinkering is what I'm, looking at. Maybe getting into a little bit firearms tinkering.
There you go.
He's got a good solid collection of some older stuff, and I think that would be actually kind of fun and interesting in that regards to get in there and do something like that. I think that uh, even being able to research it, take for example, I've got a late 1800s pistol and I've got an early 1900s pistol, and both of them fire. They both work. They're antiques, obviously. They're over 100 years old each.
Right.
And, just having something like that. I know he's got a couple of pieces that are of age. Uh,
Mhm.
and, being able to get in there and play with them and, seeing how they work and understanding them, maybe do a little research on them. I mean, my whole thing is I'm with you in the aspect of got to have something to do, can't just be idle. And in part of that, not only is that physical, but it's also mental, can't be idle.
Right.
So something like that, with firearms or whatnot, I'm hoping that, as I get closer to that age of going, yeah, I'm freaking done working type of deal, um, I have a decent little hobby that's going to keep my head, going in the right direction, as well as, you know, physically be able to get out and do stuff as well. So, uh, what are you drinking tonight, sir? We didn't get over that part yet.
I'm going to be a boring MOF. I liked it so much, I'm going to have it again.
Oh, there you go. That
But
West
West
Virginia
Virginia
juice, huh?
304. Um, I went back to the store and I bought another bottle of it that I'm shipping out to Pops, which I already showed him and
Nice.
told him. And whilst I was there, I found another bottle. And now I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to go pick up a second one
Yeah.
just so that I can try this.
Right.
And it's Mountaineer Brothers Blue Lot 6 year single barrel whiskey.
And it's got some interesting markings on the side.
This is a batch 3, bottle number 4.
And you were saying that the little research that you did on that one with the batch was
From what I could tell, it's from one single barrel, and that's it.
and any idea how many bottles they had come out of that barrel?
Could
No.
not find anything on it.
But you got
I
bottle number 4.
Yes, that was the lowest bottle that I found on the shelf, so I
Yeah.
picked it up. It's hard to say whether they kept 1, 2, or 3, or if 1, 2, or 3 are out there,
Right.
or whatever. But I
And
do
that would
know
actually make sense if they kept 1, 2, and 3 of that batch.
depends on how many people were there for sure.
Yeah.
Um, so, like I said, it's a little bit more on the spendy side for a bottle of whiskey, but it's not. It's still not terribly priced. It's still $75, $76.
Right.
So I ordered uh, another bottle of Blanton's,
Oh,
which
good.
um, I've got it as a bundle, so it's going to have the Eagle Rare 10-year,
Yeah.
which I've never had.
Oh,
So I'm excited
good.
for that to come in because I'd like to try that. And then, of course, I bought 4 more bottles of the Maple Drip.
Yeah,
And
I need to get
because I'm a
another
cheap
bottle of that.
ass and I wanted free shipping, I had to find another bottle. It is not whiskey, but it is vodka.
Okay.
I know the wife likes vodka every once in a while, so
Yeah, I need to stay away from it.
every once in a blue moon, I will have, and I mean, it's probably not even a blue moon. I don't know what the rarest color would be, but it would be once in every 10, 15 years, I'll have a drink of vodka. So
Yeah, I shy away from vodka.
I typically do too. Um,
What's your reason?
it's just not as tasteful in my taste buds and for me as a whiskey is.
I
And
can see
that's
that.
just it's just never was my forte as far as uh, a whiskey was or as a drink was concerned. So
Yeah.
and I've had all kinds of different drinks. So it just kind of like Everclear. You know, you
Yeah.
had it. You had it once. Gen Xers, we could handle that shit like champs, and a lot of us couldn't. That shit's brutal. So
Mad Dog 2020.
I cringe every time I see that. Uh, uh, what do they call that? That you see on TikTok? It's a trend or some shit, and they're
Oh
doing
yeah.
Everclear, and most people can't even choke it down, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that shit's brutal.
Never had a problem with it. I didn't go jumping in and whatnot, like some of them are doing. But no, I don't. I don't drink vodka for um, a very good reason, actually. I learned early on that I can drink vodka like it's water. I can drink tequila like it's water. If you get the right vodka and the right tequila. The problem with vodka that I don't have the same thing with tequila is with tequila, I can remember everything that happened all night long. I wake up the next morning and go, yep, I did some dumb shit. With vodka, I can drink it all night long, just like the tequila. But after like the fourth or fifth shot, I don't remember anything after that. And I'm still functioning, which is not a good thing. And I don't like that. So I tend to stay away from the vodka.
I mean, that's scary because if you could still function but
Oh,
not remember,
yeah. You know how when you
what are the functions that you're doing?
oh, exactly. Now, I have been told that the functions that I'm doing are very similar to the functions that I do when I am on tequila. And I'm just having a good time and just living my best life.
It's still, I guess, the scary part is just not remembering.
Correct. Because I've had one or two nights on the tequila where everything was good until it wasn't. And it's very difficult for to reel that back in once you've let that dog out.
For sure.
And usually, when that dog gets let out, you're with a group of people, and their dogs got let out too. And someone's got to be that clear head. So I think that I have gravitated toward whiskey for that very reason, and I stay away from vodka, and I will have the occasional tequila. And I love my margaritas.
I'm good. I like margaritas. They're good. I have only had a few occasions where I have not remembered what has happened, and those were on uh, no vodka, no tequila. From what I understand, maybe I don't know. I guess Patron could be a tequila, isn't it?
Patron is well, it's swill, but yeah, they consider that a tequila.
So there might have been a little bit of Jack and tequila and
See,
beer and
I
way back in my younger days, I didn't have any.
you just mixed everything.
It did, yeah. It's not like nowadays where if I have whiskey, that's it. I don't drink beer
Right.
or anything else. I'll have a
I
water, but
I might have I might start off with some beer and then move into whiskey, but I don't typically go from whiskey to beer. Yeah.
I learned quite a few years ago to stick with just one thing.
Oh yeah, I tend to do that as well. I
I
just
typically, it's very rare if I do a beer and move into a whiskey, it's because I've had like maybe one, maybe two beers, and then I'll move into a whiskey.
yeah.
But it'll be like a shot, and then
Yep.
So
So in the chat, we got Yo Mama, we got Michelle Shot. Are we saying that right?
Michelle Shock.
Okay.
Yep.
I still don't know if I'm saying that right. Mama T, how you doing, sis? And then Katie Z. Hey, hon.
I know Pops is lingering.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just hanging out watching. At least he said he was going to. So
I know that was it last week or the week before? Said he had to watch via alternative means or something. Not sure if that means he was on his phone or if he was on the TV or whatnot, but either way. Tonight I'm drinking my go-to 1792. It's
here we go. Now I don't feel so blasted out with light. Nice.
Yeah. So
I have that here, and I have considered getting that.
It's good. I enjoy it. I really do. It's not a bad flavor palette at all, but it's one of those where it's got that little bit of a initial bite if you're not expecting it. I've had it enough where I just know to expect it. Other people that I've, hey, try this. Like, damn. And then they're like, actually, that's really good. But it's that little bit of a bite right at the beginning of it.
That's how I feel about this, but it's probably a lot less of a bite than what you have.
Probably.
It's actually really good. I can't say enough about that stuff, man. I really can't.
Yeah. We're gonna have to see about getting some of that down this way at some point.
I'll see if I can. I mean, there's another bottle there. I can see about picking up another bottle, and next time I see you, I'll bring it to you.
Cool.
I think you should try it.
Yeah, you can't bring the open one. That'll get you in trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh-oh. My phone's going off. Why is it going off? Ah, Pops is watching on the TV. How you doing, Dad? Love you. No, I honestly, outside of this day in history, I have been crazy busy this week at work. Late nights, early mornings. I've had two mornings this week where I'm at work by 5:30. One of those was today. I've had one night where I was at work until a little after 11 o'clock at night, and then right back at work the next morning at 6:30. It has just been nonstop. So I really didn't do a whole lot of diving into anything. There's a couple of things that I wanted to look into that I didn't get a chance to, like in depth. One of those being Oregon and them hippies up there trying to pass a law that really sucks.
I could tell you that it's been kind of the same for me. Not the getting in early or anything like that, but it's been kind of busy at work, but it's not real been like crazy busy. I mean, it's been kind of slow,
Yeah,
in a sense. But getting home, taking off and going fishing because I said I wanted to do that more in my life. I've done that quite a couple, 3 times now this week.
Yeah.
Coming week. As a matter of fact, I took advantage of my 2 years being at where I'm at now. I got a couple of personal days, and then I got some vacation time, which I haven't burned up yet.
good.
Anyways, I took a personal day Friday, so yesterday. Got up, had my coffee, and I was busy basically from the time that I started getting up, walking around, doing things. I was pulling stuff out for the daughter, pulling it out of her closet, putting it into this closet. This room was an absolute mess. I mean, complete mess. just so you know, whatever. Uh, so as you can see, I've got some new trinkets up there. I got my 3D wooden stuff up there, and then up here, and I got
That
a
new
new
sign right
I've
there.
got a new sign which I love.
Yeah.
Uh, I've had that sign for a while. It used to be on this door right here that went into my now hunting fishing closet. Um, but you know, I spent some time wiping down all my bottles, and I've been outside planting with the wife and the kid, and just having a good time. I've really, really, really have been enjoying going out with the kid and going fishing, just watching her fish and catching fish, and you know,
Yeah.
we're wanting to take it to the next level now. Whereas, uh,
Oh, going deep sea fishing.
well, no, we would like to get kayaks and go out to the pond now and get out on the pond and start trying to catch different fish. Um,
So, are you looking at a longer kayak? Are you looking at one of the shorter ones? Are you looking at one that is longer that has the ability to have a small motor put on it? Or are you just looking at
I
one that just
I think one
cruising
that's
with a paddle?
just paddle, because here, if you put a motor on it, whether it's gas and or electric, it has to be registered,
Even if it's a trolling motor?
even if it's a trolling motor.
No way.
You have to have it registered.
What if it's inflatable?
It's got to have stickers. The whole it's got to be it's retarded. But with that being
Well,
said,
it's
I'm looking at
not as retarded as the other Virginia.
probably not. But with that being said, I'm looking at more towards just I don't want one that I have to put my feet in. I just want to be able to sit on top of it and have places for my pole. So it's literally a fishing kayak.
Yeah.
Uh, so I found one, but I don't want to get one just yet until I can make sure that the kid can have one as well. So
Gotcha.
um,
Well,
I'm happy right now being able to go explore this place that we've got that's about 15 minutes or so from my house. Maybe
yeah.
we could go in there and we could explore the different little places that are around there, find the different little holes. Like we found this one sweet little spot. It's guaranteed every single time you go there that you're going to catch minimum 10 fish.
No kidding.
Okay. Um,
Why didn't you show me that place when
I
I
didn't know
was?
about it.
Oh, okay.
I knew about the place, but I didn't know about the hole.
I mean,
Um,
you
and
just said,
it's
"Hey,
one
go
speed.
down this hill as
It's
fast as you can," and I went, "Okay."
yeah.
And
No. Try again. It's not my fault. Your feet didn't work. Okay.
all my feet worked just fine.
It was the
Gravity just
attire.
worked faster.
Yeah. And the attire for the feet didn't help either.
Oh no, no. And did I fall?
Mm.
No, I did not. So there's that. Was I going fast enough that I lost my shoes? Yep.
Could you have taken a small tree out? Yep.
I think I may have in order to stop.
Let's not revisit that. Okay.
No, 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 no. A little
But
bit level
no,
ground.
it's pretty neat. And they're not super big fish or anything, dude. I'm just to the point where I'm like, I'm happier because honestly, I have somebody that enjoys fishing like I do, and it's fun. It really
Yeah.
is. Um, and I'm kind of at the mindset right now where a fish is a fish is a fish, but that's starting to come to an end.
Right, where
Like
you want something bigger.
I'm wanting to start to venture off because as fun as it is to just cast out and within seconds of that thing hitting the water, sometimes with it just tapping the water and starting to go, they're biting and grabbing and you could reel them in just within minutes. I think, honestly, I swear to God, between her and I, there was probably the one day that we had done it this week, we probably caught somewhere between 10 and 15 fish a piece.
So what you need to do is you need to get you one of them food safe markers and just write your initial on it, so you know if you caught that one already. Like this one's dumb. This is the third time I've caught him.
And it's really neat because I have been around the water, at least back home, where uh, I didn't know what a boil was until somebody showed me what a boil was. And it's basically where all the fish are coming up to the top and they're grabbing all the stuff on the surface.
Yeah,
And there's a bunch of fish in this little
little area.
pocket, and it's a boil. It's a fish, and the water looks like it's boiling. And you just cast out there anywhere near that boil, and you're almost guaranteed to grab a fish and bring one out. So I was able to show her that because we had a small little one there, and it's neat to be able to just kind of hook up the one and grab it in. You
Yeah.
could tell, like whether it's a bigger one or a smaller one. The smaller ones fight like hell, so it feels like a big one.
Yeah.
So, and then with the rod that I have, it's a nice little rod. I got a couple of nice ones, but the way that they bend and the way that you can feel them, you could feel the action. And I would love to get hooked up to like a bass. Which reminds me, she did catch a bass.
Really?
Yeah, it was about this big,
But that's still,
about 4 inches, 6 inches.
it's still, what,
It's still a bass.
half pound?
Half pound,
Yeah.
pound, probably not even a pound.
Yeah.
It was great. And she did this number. She went, and it bit, and she hooked it. I was like, you little shit.
Those are the best ones. It
Yeah.
reminds me of Grandpa took me fishing, and I was all of maybe like 6 or 7 years old. So I wasn't into like the art of fishing. I was like just throwing it out there. Well, you got these two ponds, and one of them, when it gets to a certain height, it bleeds off into the next one. Okay, it's got these large culverts, and he was over there fishing, and I went and I stood on top of the culvert, and I just threw my line out straight down. I'm snagging fish. They're not biting the hook. I'm hooking the little fuckers.
Yeah.
I got one that right behind the eye. I got one in the gill. I got one on the fin, and I'm reeling them in. I was just pissed as hell, just like you little shit. Because they're 1 or 2 pounds, and they're going through the culvert, and I'm just snagging them. He's doing it the right way. I'm over there like.
I forgot till just now, until you said that. She actually hooked a good bass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was probably a good 3-pounder, and the line broke. She got that son of a bitch all the way up to almost to the shoreline.
Yeah.
The line there, and there's a little bit of
Like grass, weeds.
no, it's lily pad.
Okay.
This place is full of lily pads. Okay, I mean
Yeah.
there is just
That's that
tons.
place you showed me that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but she had got it up to that point where there's the lily pad, the grass, and some other stuff mixed in with that, and it flopped, and I could see it. It was at least a 3-pounder. It was good size, and it had flopped, went back in, flopped again, and it broke the line.
Oh
And
no.
she was bummed, and I was bummed, but I was like, "Thank God that doesn't just happen to me."
The fish that got away. It was this big.
Oh yeah, no, seen it. I could tell it was a bass. I seen that sucker, and it was cool. So, I got to change up my tactics as far as going for bass because just because of all the lily pads, I got to find like I have frogs. So
Yeah.
the
I
way
was going to ask you, have you tried those yet?
yeah, and that's mainly because there's a boatload of frogs there. Every time I go there, I see probably 10 frogs easy. in
Yeah.
this little spot. But so it's one of the main things that they feed on. But the way that the frog is set up, the hook comes like this on both sides, so you could drag it across that and
Gotcha.
have the action with it and stuff. So, but like I said, I'd love to get out in the middle of that and just kind of go into areas where like some people probably won't go and maybe don't go and with the kayak and stuff and just kind of
I saw a video, and I don't know if I don't think I sent this one to you. I send you a couple of the fishing ones every now and again. Um, this dad was taking his kid out, and it had like, those three hooks.
Good trouble
Yeah,
hook.
yeah. Well, it had like two of them on top of each other. Anyway, the kid threw this line out, and he pulls it in and yanks on it, and he's got three fish. He's got two on the one hook and one on the other one. And the dad's like, "What?" But yeah, that's the luck that I don't have, as I'm this age now.
No.
Yeah, gotta find a hobby. Definitely.
So yeah, to get back to it, I just was busy too, and I was trying to, not that I did want to like get material or anything like that. I'm trying to find a happy medium to do a lot of different things, and
Yep.
this is one of the things I want to do, and I just haven't found a happy medium with it yet. Uh, I'm working on it, but I have probably been fishing more uh, this season than I have the last 4 years I've been here.
Oh, that's
Well,
good.
3 years, I should say, because this is my fourth year here. So I've literally been out more times this season than I have the previous 3 seasons. So, um, yeah,
It's not a bad thing. No, having a hobby is a good thing. Um,
it's a stress reliever.
yeah.
Just get out and forget about everything. And I do. I get out, I forget about everything. I go out and go just do whatever. And I'm at that point when I get out there, I'm like, okay, what can I do to change up what I'm doing? Or where can I go from here as far as are there other places? I need to think, is there a map of this place so I can figure out where all the different places are at and just start kind of bebopping around and just maybe find my own little honey hole. And
my my problem with the fishing is I don't have one that is on the way home. I
that
have
makes
one,
it tough.
I have one that's not too far away, but
It adds that extra time though. Because
right.
you're
And
going out of your way 20, 30 minutes just to go back 20,
right,
30 minutes and go, fuck, I still have an hour to go back home.
there's that, and then it's also with you know north side of Atlanta traffic. Everyone's coming home from Atlanta, and I live on the north side of Atlanta, so traffic just sucks. Uh,
I got pretty lucky where I moved to, um, where I have some stuff pretty fucking close.
yeah,
I mean, you saw that firsthand with the Cheat River. So,
yeah. Well,
uh,
here's the other thing is with you having that, like me going after work every day, that's just not gonna happen.
I
But
could.
you can.
I
For
could.
me, yeah, for me, that's not gonna happen.
Wife would fucking kill me for it, but I could.
uh, but I get a day off where my better half is at work, so I can turn around and on that day I could maybe go fishing, maybe go to the range, maybe do something else,
Well,
which is
but
good.
that's provided the lawn doesn't need mowed or there's
Yeah,
a honeydew list.
yeah. Matter of fact, with all the rain that we've gotten lately, I'm definitely going to need to mow the yard either tomorrow or on Monday. Um, and it kind of it definitely needs it. So
I got 2 more trees to plant still.
trees, huh?
Yeah,
Good Lord, what? Why
I
are
just
you?
I just planted 2 lavenders, and then
Yeah.
I don't know what the other 2 she's got over there are, but I'm gonna plant those. We just planted all the roses that she bought, which is only 3. We planted all the marigold, which I don't know, that was probably 8 or 10. But she's got this little greenhouse that's been in the house for ever, and then I think a week or 2 ago it went outside,
Okay.
and she's been growing all kinds of shit from seeds.
Yep.
Uh, we got that 10 by 13 out there. Um, that we rototilled, and then it sat for a couple of weeks. So then I had one of the guys from work who had a tow behind tractor tiller that goes behind his tractor. It was tilled.
Okay.
I had him come back out and till it again. But we had uh, fertilizer and we had topsoil in that when he tilled it. So now all of it's mixed up with the dirt, the clay. So, but she got out there with the daughter, and she was out there with most of today, going through there. And she got apparently she got everything planted that she wanted planted with the exception of a couple of things. So, uh, don't ask me. I know there's all kinds of different shit in there that she planted. So I would like to get another tomato plant, and I am still really trying to find that chili. That what was that pepper that you had?
Oh, the sweet pepper.
No, it was
Which one? The habanero.
no, it was the one that you had last year when you were here. That one that I grew.
Oh, the one
The
that you had at your place.
it was
That little thing was spicy.
I'll think about it here in a minute. I've been
Well,
looking
I
at
don't think it's a Carolina Reaper.
no, but I did plant. And I can't remember one of them, but I did plant two. Um,
He didn't freeze.
I didn't. My brain froze though. I did get some habaneros.
Okay.
I have four of those. I got four of the ghost peppers. I have a cow horn pepper that I planted. There's another pepper that's similar to that, and then I got two of the mammoth jalapeno plants.
Okay. Now,
So
the,
I'll have some. I have just the above ground ones. Those are just mostly 90% peppers. So
now you said one of them's a cow. What?
cow horn.
Okay. I've had a lot of
It's a
peppers. That's not one that I
it's
have.
a long, thin pepper.
Okay.
I've never had it either. I just know it's hot, supposedly. It's not going to be on the ghost pepper / habanero side
Right.
of it, but I was thinking more of the peppers that I was grabbing more for stuff for like the chilies and the stuff that we were like we're currently making.
Yeah.
The habaneros and the ghost peppers, those are more of a can I grow those? And if I can, well, what do I do with them from there? Kind of a thing.
So here's an idea. This is
Because
something
they're
that.
freaking hot for this white boy.
So this guy here.
Yes.
Okay. Um, he has taken a tequila. He's also taken a whiskey, and he has cut some peppers
Has he infused it with that stuff?
and drops them in, and then
Oh
seals it
man.
back in, and then lets it sit there for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and sometimes even longer.
Oh boy.
And then, well, he's got this guy that comes in there, and he will buy the pepper, and so he'll get the pepper fished out and hand it to him, and he'll eat the pepper that's been infused, to kind of like we do with the peaches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he does that with the peppers, and when you actually pour yourself a drink, it's spicy. It's really good.
No doubt.
So
I think it's a super chili. Is that what it was?
he,
No, that's the one that I gave you. I think
yeah,
it's only like this big.
no, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is. Let me tell you, this chili is so freaking good. Like the taste, the flavor is so good, but it has got one hell of a kick to it.
oh yeah,
Now, it's not like a habanero or anything like that. I wouldn't use necessarily a habanero or a ghost pepper in a chili because I think that would be just too much. The super chili that I got had such good flavor, and it was hot, but good enough that if you put one, depending on the size of the chili, I suppose,
Yeah.
if you put one or two in there, it would give such good flavor, and it would give that just that heat to that chili. It would be so good.
So I like to do that with a habanero. Okay. But I like to do it within reason. Again, like you said, the flavor must be there. I'm not doing hot for hot. Oh, it's the hottest thing out there. Yep, it's hot and has no flavor.
No, it's got to have flavor, man, because otherwise it's just pointless. Why?
Yeah, we're not 18, 19, 20 years old anymore.
No.
Where
No,
we
I want the flavor, and that's why I like that super chili. I think that's what it was. It was a super chili.
Yeah, it was only about inch
Yeah,
and a half to 2 inches.
Yeah, it's not very big, but good Lord, were those things?
You handed
so
it to me and you went, "Here you go," and I looked at it and went, "Oh," and you're like, "No, just take a bite of it." And I went, like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
Yeah, and immediately you're like,
Yep,
"This
there it
isn't
is.
bad. This isn't."
Yeah, this one's got a little heat to it. I like it.
Eyes started watering just a little bit, and your nose started running. You're like, "Yep, this has got some freaking heat to this little bastard."
Yep.
But if you were to take something like that and chop it up,
Oh yeah, it'd be
and
great.
just one or
And the
two of them
eggs?
in, I mean, if you took little pieces of it and just put it like a scrambled egg setup,
Yeah.
yeah.
It'd be
Or
great.
if you just put it in a chili, a couple, two, three. Like I said, it depends on how big it is. If you couple, three of them in there, that chili that it would really give that chili a good flavor,
Absolutely.
and it give probably just enough fucking heat to it too.
Yeah.
Because you don't want the chili so freaking hot that you can't eat it.
No.
You want it to have that good,
And then,
spicy, hot, but edible flavor to it.
and I'd probably get my ass whooped if I made a chili that Katie couldn't eat. And yeah, a little too much pepper to her food, and she starts sweating. So I got to be careful with that.
Sounds like somebody else we know.
And who would that be, sir?
Jan.
A little too much pepper, and
What's crazy, even at my age, like my old ass age, I'm starting to notice like I can't have black pepper hardly.
oh, I'm not to that point yet.
I am. Like if I, well, it was last weekend, as a matter of fact, after we got done with the show, I had spaghetti,
Okay.
and
But you put black pepper on your spaghetti?
absolutely.
Why?
Why not?
Okay.
It's just another flavor for the meat, man. But I had noticed that the black pepper, and it's not just spaghetti. I'm just saying, I have noticed that the
Do you
black
put it on your
pepper.
eggs with your biscuits and gravy?
No, my gravy already has the black pepper in it.
I'm still adding pepper to the eggs.
No, I have fresh eggs here that
Yeah.
I get from my chickens.
Yeah, I'm still adding pepper to it.
I might add just a little, but most times I don't. And I just put the fresh eggs on top of the, which, wife, I know you're watching. That's what I want for breakfast tomorrow.
Biscuits and gravy?
I have asked her if we could make that a Sunday ordeal. So I'm
Oh,
praying to the gods that I get
let's
homemade
Saturday.
biscuits and I get homemade biscuit gravy. So
It's
I'm
what,
super
10
excited.
hours? 10 hours. Breakfast. Midnight. After the show, 10. Be there by. I might be able to get there by 8.
She will probably have it ready by 10.
Oh, shit. That means I could sleep in a little bit.
You could take a quick little nap before you turn around and go home.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you could take a quick little nap while you got here, and then breakfast would be ready.
Yeah.
And then the biscuits and gravy will put your ass to sleep
Yeah.
for a couple hours, and you have to drive home.
Yeah. Get them, got a mother yard.
It could be worth it. I'm saying for me,
Mama.
and I could just be
Spoiled?
partial. What's the other word for that? It is. She is getting really, really good at that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, The kid got us pork chops. The wife made pork chops and stuff for dinner the other night.
Yeah.
Kid made the pork chops and the wife made the gravy. Between the way that they were both made and together was just freaking on point.
Yep.
If they keep doing that, I'm gonna wind up being a fat SOB. Okay.
Well, we all have goals.
But I've noticed that the black pepper is giving me a bit of heartburn, indigestion in the middle of the night. So I have to kind of be careful when I have that stuff.
I
8,
I have
9, 10,
heartburn.
11 o'clock in the morning, I'm fine. I go all day and I'm fine. But if I have it late,
Yeah.
forget it.
I
Like it's crippling. It wakes my ass up, and I'm like,
oh,
ugh, god damn, I gotta get that down.
I've got every night I take a heartburn pill, and if I don't, then when I do get heartburn, it kicks my ass. Um,
I don't get it every night. I don't. It's only if I
nope. But if I don't take it, I'll get it like 2 or
that's
3
what I'm
nights in a
saying.
row.
Like I don't take any medication for it. One, because I'm just not a medication guy.
That's
A lot of
it.
times
I take religiously. That's the only one.
I unless it's a freaking full blown migraine, like I spent last night most of the night with a headache, and then I went to bed with a headache, and I woke up with a headache a couple times. Like I am so freaking stubborn with it. When I got up this morning and had my coffee, I had 2 migraine.
Yeah.
I took some migraine medication for it, and then like I'm stubborn, so I hate.
I don't typically take medication. The heartburn one's the only one that I take, like on a religious basis, and it's because I have woke up and I can't breathe because of the acid reflux.
Yeah, it's rough. Like
Yeah.
it's like way up here, and you're like,
Yep.
and then I'll take some water, and I'm trying to push it down, and then I'm like 10, 15 minutes, I'm sitting up, and I'm like,
And by
okay,
that
well,
time, I'm awake for the rest of the night. Yeah.
I am awake for a while, but I will go back in and I will lay down, but I won't lay down. I will actually prop myself
Yep.
up pretty high up on the fucking pillows where I'm like almost sitting up, and I'm like trying to doze off, and then finally at some point I actually do doze off, and I wind up going "Broop."
So I've actually got
Like it's woke my ass up. It's bad.
I've got a shot glass amount of white vinegar that I keep in the refrigerator. And if I need it, I will grab that and down it. If I don't have the white vinegar in the refrigerator, I will actually get into the cabinet, grab the white vinegar, pour me a shot glass, and take a shot glass of white vinegar.
I would assume it's probably a lot like whiskey. It's better cold.
Yeah, yeah,
It probably goes down easier.
it does. But I will say that regardless if it's cold or not cold, um,
The
by the
effects are still the same.
by the time you get done doing the white vinegar shake, that's the only way I could describe it.
Right.
Um,
You're starting to get relief.
oh, the heartburn's gone.
Oh,
It is that quick.
holy shit! I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah. Pops is the one that turned me onto that.
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
have
hey,
to try that.
I got some heartburn. He goes, try this. Hands me white vinegar and go, all right, whatever. And I do it. And I did the white vinegar shake. And by the time,
It's like it grabs hold of that stuff and goes, "Yeah, you're coming with me,"
yep.
and just
And,
pulls it right back down. Right.
and by the time I got done doing the shake, I was like, holy crap. And he goes, you got heartburn? I went, actually, no, I don't. It was gone. And yeah, I'll take my little heartburn medication every night, like clockwork. When I went and saw the doc's like, do you take anything? I said, just this. He goes, take it every day? I went, yeah. He goes, why? And I told him, I said, because I get acid reflux and it gets up in not only high in the chest, but it actually gets up into my throat. He goes, all right. He goes, but you take it and it helps. I go, yeah, as long as I take it on a regular basis, I'm golden typically. I go, every now and again, something will flare up, but if I don't take it, it's flaring up like every other night. And he's like, all right, it's better to take that and risk, whatever side effect comes with that than a throat cancer. I went, well, that's a way to look at it. I was like, right.
But that's just one opinion of one doctor. But yeah, I don't know.
There's other stuff that I've been, hey, you should probably take this. Like, nah, I'm good.
There is one thing that I'm trying right now. I don't, not to get crazy or anything, but there's a bottle that I have to take 4 pills, and they're like fucking horse pills.
Okay.
And then there's another bottle that I take that is 2. And
what's it for?
It's for my digestion and my stomach and stuff, to see if it helps with my like every time I eat, I get bloaty. I get real gassy. I get nauseous. It doesn't matter what the fuck I eat either.
Really?
I could eat anything from a candy bar to a potato chip, a sandwich, whatever. Doesn't matter. Every time I would eat, I would get nauseous, and I would be nauseous for like an hour or two. But the bloated / gassiness would be for hours.
Damn.
So I've been taking this stuff now. I think I've missed it once, but it's crazy that I have to take 4 of these goddamn things a day, plus the 2 a day. So I'm taking 6 of these fucking horse pills first thing in the fucking morning.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, but that's the thing, is that's the only time I can do it, because any other time it will work, and I'm not taking them to work. And I guess the best part is I don't have to take it while, with food or anything. So it doesn't adversely affect me without, food. So I take it first thing in the morning. I have my cup of coffee. Like, I'll be drinking my coffee.
Yeah.
Grab my fucking water, grab my 8 pills and suck them all down, and I'll finish my cup of coffee. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me. So.
Has it been helping?
It's too early to tell right now. But it seems like it's, because it's been, I don't know, probably a week, a little less than a week. Seems like it's helping, but we'll see.
Yeah.
One of the ones that I take is I have to take it for a month, then I have to take a week break.
Oh.
And then I have to go back on it.
Okay.
So
is it kind of like a steroid type pill?
It's all natural.
Okay.
So there's no.
I know that with certain medications, such as steroids, you're on a cycle, and the reason you're on a cycle is so your body doesn't get acclimated to it, and then all of a sudden you don't have, in order to get the same effect, you got to double up on it or triple up on it or something.
Yeah.
So,
I just know that I had seen it, and I was like, I'm going to try this and just see what happens. And
what's it going to hurt? It gives you the shits?
From what I could tell, it's mostly all natural stuff. So I'm okay with that, because it's, natural ingredients. So I don't have anything that's bioengineered, and it's not fucking.
I am with you on that. I am more likely to try an all natural thing than I am, some of the other stuff. The only problem I've got is the fact that the other stuff I've tried, when it comes to the heartburn, outside of the white vinegar, this is the only thing that works. And people are like, oh, try this one, try this one, try this one. It's like, none of it works. So this is the only one that works. I can get the generic version of it, which is great. But it's what is it, Zegrid, I think it is what I'm using. and there's a generic version of it that I can get, whether it be Amazon or Walmart or whatever.
Well, I think the stuff I bought was off of TikTok. So,
Oh, okay.
but you know,
But they got like
and of course, I had to ask the wife because she's more into all of that stuff than I am, and she looked at it. She was like, "Oh yeah, this is all
natural.
stuff that you could."
Yeah.
But anyways, to get off of that, back onto our automakers,
Yeah.
bastards.
Well, hold up. Before you go that way, let me tell you about your neighbor, Virginia.
Well, okay, I'm listening.
So, Virginia has, I guess, they put into a law, and it's going to go into effect real soon, that you can't buy assault style rifles, like these military rifles, like these M4s. First off, okay, um, M4s, okay, a lot of civilians aren't getting M4s anyway, they're getting ARs, okay, which comes into that same classification, that they're trying to, oh, these assault rifles, okay. I can tell you that there's not any U.S. militaries that use ARs.
No, you're going to see that more on your police side and your
Even
SWAT.
the police aren't doing that.
Not anymore.
They're using M4s, okay.
Oh, okay.
So part of what they're doing is they're trying to get rid of the assault rifle type stuff, okay, and they put a deadline on it, and the deadline is, well, if you've got it, okay, you can keep it, but after this deadline you can't buy one, you can't sell one, you can't give one away, and with the magazines they need to be less than 15 rounds, okay, but if you have it beforehand, okay, we're not going to come.
They're
Yeah.
basically grandfathering it in.
Right. We're not going to yet come get it, but you can't from moving forward. So they have inadvertently become the second largest purchaser of AR and AR style weapons in the United States. Where's mine?
I just need some ice.
Oh, okay.
My cubes haven't quite frozen yet.
Gotcha.
I didn't get them in soon enough.
So the only state that actually beat Virginia in the sale of AR and AR style weapons was Texas. Because everybody went out in Virginia and apparently got one. So, what is the moral of the story? If you want to have an influx of weapons into your state, just say we're going to ban them, and the ban takes effect on this day, and watch how many weapons are brought into your state.
You
and
know
how
what?
quickly it is.
Was it Russia or Japanese or somebody said, I don't remember how that all went down, but it was to the effect that we could account for this, 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 and this, but
It was the Japanese in World War II.
We could not account for the goddamn people with the weapons.
So,
as a matter of fact, I watched another deal that showed like the different countries with the weapons per capita of people or whatever. Yeah. And United States was like,
oh yeah,
they were to the fucking moon. Like the people, like we had more guns than
we do.
And that was the thing, is they couldn't account for the damn people with the guns.
It's not the military.
It's not that we have just one as a citizen. We have multiple.
So it was Japanese, and this is World War II. And they asked a admiral, Japanese admiral, and he goes, "It's not the military. It's not their police force. It's their civilians, because behind every blade of grass is going to be a gun." And they knew that. So that's why, even to this day, we don't have people invading in mass our borders like that. You're not going to have a military that's going to come in, because they're not necessarily worried about our military. They're worried about the average everyday citizen. Now,
Although they should be somewhat nervous about our military.
they
It's
can they
the
can account for the training.
the backup of the military.
So, do you know what the largest um, the largest military out that's non-conventional in the U.S.?
Are you saying aside from the Marine Corps, the
Aside from the Marines, the Navy, and all that, what
Army?
is the largest? What would be the largest amount of gun-toting individuals in the United States?
Let me ask. Let me say this: is it the NHRA? No.
Nope. It is your hunters that live up in like Michigan and Wisconsin. Okay.
Over here in
Yep.
WV.
Yep. Your recreational hunters are your largest armed force outside of the military, typically in the United States. We're not talking militias. We're just talking, hey, we've got some toys that we want to play with.
Well, I could tell you that I personally don't have enough of the things that I would like to have.
Yeah.
But I actually just went in there obviously yesterday and I had counted the different pieces that I have.
Yeah.
So,
Well, there's a little over 300 million people in the United States. There's a little over 500 million weapons in the United States that they know of.
I was gonna say
And
know of.
yeah, and there is several trillion rounds of ammunition in the United States. That's
Oh, I didn't tell you. I
none of
bought
it is none of it's military. I mean, we're not talking about military stuff. We're just talking civilian stuff.
yeah, 22, 9, 45, whatever.
Right, and the weapons as well.
I just got 1,000 rounds of subsonic.
22? Nice.
Yep.
So you're only 99,000 away from your goal of having 100,000 rounds of 22.
I actually have somewhere right now. I think I have somewhere right around. I think
Yeah.
I'm probably knocking on the door of about 10,000 rounds.
Of 22?
Yeah.
That's and here's the thing, 10,000 rounds of 22 is not a lot. People are like, oh my God, that's so much.
Oh shit! There, you're back.
Did I?
You blipped the fuck out, and there you're back. You're good.
Oh, good.
Continue.
But when people are talking about 22 rounds, that's really not a lot, because people use it for target practice. They use it for little stuff, and you go through it a lot. Now, here's the kicker: when shit hits the fan, I'm a big advocate of 22 rounds. That is going to be the most versatile round that you have, not
Yep.
only for hunting so you can get food, okay, because you're not going to go hunt freaking deer every day and have elk or whatever, okay. That's just not going to happen. Your
No.
main meals are going to end up being rabbits and squirrels and stuff like that, okay.
Yeah.
Something small game.
Not that you can't take down big game with it, because you can.
Oh,
If it's a well placed round, you can.
there was a lady in the 1800s, I believe, up in Montana, Wyoming, or whatnot, took down a brown bear with a 22.
That's far and few between for sure, and that's going to be with a lot of your big game. But if you know where to hit them,
Oh
and
yeah,
you can wait for them to do what needs to happen,
correct.
which would be to be dispatched, you know,
22 is do it.
a 22 absolutely can.
Yeah.
So,
For self protection, 22 is phenomenal.
yep, it
People go like,
absolutely is
oh,
too.
the people are like, it's a 22. Yeah. Um,
A well placed round in that can bounce around in your chest cavity and cause a whole lot of fucking havoc.
oh yeah. Yep. Um, Turn a vital organ into vital soup
Well,
fairly
like I
quickly.
said, it could go in if you get it in the right place. Just for example, if you get it in between a rib and it bounces off of a rib in the back, it starts bouncing off the rib cages everywhere.
Well,
It's going to turn you into
a lot of times it will grab the bone and it will ride the bone before doing anything. Um, and because it's a smaller round, that's typically a fairly quick moving little round for its size, and it's lightweight and whatnot. It does some good stuff. Uh, you just got to be mindful of what you're doing. But yeah, it was the Japanese that said that. Behind every glass, um, every blade of grass is a weapon. So, um,
yes, you did. You did hear a cuckoo clock. That is the cuckoo clock that my wife got when she was in Germany and brought it back home.
but that's a cool clock.
Mhm.
Yeah, that is a cool clock.
It was moved from where it was on the other side of the cabin to just right here. Uh,
That's how we heard it.
that's why you guys can hear it now. I'm surprised you guys hadn't heard it before, but
Yeah.
because it's been there for a while now.
How you doing, Ace? Glad to see you here. Got back with my dog. She loves watching birds. Yeah, dogs do like to watch birds and squirrels. Uh,
But yeah, no, my goal for 22 is somewhere probably right around 100,000. I figure if anything, you know, severe happens and shit hits the fan, I've got enough to keep me, myself, and my wife, and
yeah, whoever else is around.
no, just me, myself, and my wife, and if the kids still hang around her.
Well, that's what I mean by whoever else is around. By
Uh,
design.
the I'm gonna say the three of us. I got us covered. So
Yeah,
um, so that's kind of where my goal's at. I'd like to have about 10,000 rounds.
10,000 or 100,000.
Well, 100,000, but
So you're about a tenth of
uh,
the way there.
yeah,
There
I
you go.
got a little ways to go.
Yeah,
But you know,
got time.
storage, things of that nature. So
Very, very true.
um,
Very true.
I guess if I took 1,000 rounds of the subsonic out of the equation, then
Close.
I'm still a ways away.
Yeah. All right. So the car, the car news.
So what I have found out is a lot of the manufacturers, which I pretty much figured out how they were doing it a long time ago, on what their kill switch system is.
Okay.
So the problem is, which I kind of figured once I'd seen it, started seeing stuff about it. Uh, as the consumer, they're starting to come up with ways to get rid of or ways to get out of the kill switch bullshit.
Right.
It just so you guys are aware, it's not going to be as easy as taking this little box, which is a telematics box. Okay, it is Wi-Fi and it is cellular.
Okay.
What they have figured out is if they they have included other systems that go along with it. So your telematics box module will now not only uh, go into your radio, so now your heated seats won't work, your AC won't work, your radio doesn't work, and some other things don't work.
Oh, so they're gonna try and bore you and cook you to death at the same time.
Yes.
Hmm.
So through this little telematics module, there are several other systems that go through this and are linked together with it. So some manufacturers, Honda being one of them, made it super simple and easy to find it.
Okay.
Other manufacturers have made it very difficult to find. But there's typically only about 5 different places to find it. So once you do your research, you can figure out where that telematics box module is at. You could do as you wish. I believe there's a company or two out there right now that are potentially, possibly, maybe figuring out a solution as far as being able to pull that telematics box module out, opening it up, desoldering a few things, putting a chip in. You lose your Wi-Fi and your
The cellular.
the cellular side of it, but then you get to keep all the rest of it.
So I get to keep my AC.
You get to keep your AC, you get to keep your seats if you got heated seats, you get to keep your radio. You may not get Sirius XM, but you might get your AM FM stations, which is what all of us fucking Gen Xers and previous people grew up with. So
I tried that Sirius XM for a little bit, and
I have it in my truck.
It's good, but you know what?
It's kind of nice. For me, it's kind of nice because I'm not a big, huge music person. So, hey, Roger. I'm just really not. But every once in a while, I get into a mood and I'm like, I want to listen to something.
Right.
And then I'll be like, well, I've got all these, and they didn't pay for like a huge subscription or nothing, but I have a lot of different things I can listen to. So if I feel like country, if I feel like pop, if I feel like rap, or if I feel like, definitely no opera. But if I feel like, a mix of something, there's something on what I have that I can go to and I can listen to it.
So I've got something very similar. It's called YouTube that I Bluetooth into my speakers. Now, are you telling me that the Bluetooth would no longer work?
Yes. And I think the biggest problem that I see with a lot of this kill switch stuff is not only can they kill your car and they can kill the different features on it, but they're also taking, because you're, and here's the other thing, because there's cellular antenna on it, everybody is watching you.
Yeah.
They can track wherever you've been.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What you're doing and all of this other shit. So it doesn't matter if you turn the Bluetooth off on your phone or if you turn your phone completely off. Your car is actually following you wherever and whatever you're doing. Because it's going through the cellular device, the telematics box.
Yep.
So they they don't need the flock cameras. They could just hook up to your damn car through your telematics box, and they can know exactly where you're at.
The flock cameras are for other people to make money.
Well, there's that, but then there's also I just saw something else the other day too, where I-95 that reaches on the East Coast going from north to south,
Maine to Miami.
All of these different jurisdictions are coming together and they're using the AI and all this other shit, so where you don't get a police officer anymore.
No,
it's before you even reach your home. It is legitimately, from what I understand, is legitimately already been processed and is starting to be on your way to your house for the ticket.
It's even faster than that, because The way that it was explained was in certain areas, if you are 3 miles an hour over, okay, and it's able to calculate that you have been 3 miles an hour over for a certain distance, okay, then it takes your information and it's mailing you that ticket right then and there.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. It's
And
mailing you the ticket.
yeah, and in most other cases, it's not, like, oh, I'm going to keep it, 9 miles an hour over, you know. No, it is 3 miles an hour in some places, 6 miles an hour and everywhere else. You're
Yeah,
screwed.
it's insane. So
Yeah.
all you I-95 guys, because and gals, um, if you guys travel that,
Yep.
just I mean,
Even if it's only for a couple of miles.
yeah, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, just
And the bad thing is, it's not going to be just I-95. It's going to
well, they've been piloting that for years now, from what I understand.
2 to 3 years now, and they're moving it to all the way across I-95. And then from I-95, it is going to be hitting all the other
Yeah,
major thoroughfares.
yeah,
Yeah.
but so
But
just
that was my whole
weird.
point of these cameras and everything. Okay, give me the cop. Give me the cop. Okay, the guy that's flying the drone. Okay, that's still someone physically there. These cameras, nope. It's just some random computer somewhere. It's just mailing you shit.
Yeah, I think there's too much room for I don't know. And I think that's the response that they want out of people is, well, just give me the cop, just give me the cop. But you know,
No, they want the easy money.
they
They're
want the
like, no,
easy way.
let's take human error out of it, which is that's what they're using. It's human error. Okay, we're going to take that out.
But the
Uh,
human is the one that created the AI, so there's going to be human error in that as well.
yeah, but you can turn around and you can say there's less human error on the computer side than there is with humans,
You
and
could.
they're not wrong. Okay,
I'm not.
and
No, they're not. But at the same time, at what
it
point does it become a violation? Which, I mean, at this point, we should all just throw it out the fucking window, anyways, because
oh yeah, they can track you.
your goddamn smart TV
Yeah, it's listening to you.
right here, the internet, we're right
Yeah.
here. It doesn't matter. They're taking your and my voices and they're
Oh yeah.
storing it. They can do anything they want with us
Oh yeah.
at this point.
Yep.
And we done. We're out. They could do that to anybody. They have just this here alone is enough for them to get you.
Oh yeah.
We're screwed. So
Years ago,
at what point does the American population go, you know what? This
it's
is
time for
bullshit.
another tea party.
This is yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So
We're done with this bullshit.
years ago, a buddy of mine that I served in the military with uh, got mad at me. Okay, now this is back when uh, Snowden got in trouble. Okay, and I'm like, look, I go, here's the deal. They are gathering all of our information.
They've been doing it for years.
And he goes, and legitimately, he's one of those computer guys, kind of like our brother-in-law. Okay, but he's been doing computer like deep diving in computer securities and all sorts of stuff. And he's like, it's not possible. They don't have the setup for it. They don't have the places for it. There's no way they can have this much
There are all the
power to do
fucking
it.
data centers coming up everywhere.
Again, this is long. This is about the time of Snowden. Okay, and I went, dude. I go, I'm telling you, this shit is real. There's no. He's like, you're so full of shit. Da 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 da. Okay, and done with it. Like, he quit talking to me for a while. because it pissed him off that bad. Because I was sticking to my guns. I'm like, look, dude, this is not a conspiracy. This is legit shit. And he's like, it's not possible. It's like we don't have the power grid for it. We don't have this, that, and the other, and they don't have the storage and this. Well, dude fucking went down a rabbit hole one day, apparently. And like he disappeared for a while. We're talking between 12 and 18 months. Like nobody really heard from him. Like, is he all right? Like, yeah, he's good. He's just kind of laying low. And apparently that entire time he's been running down rabbit holes.
Rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole.
He called me one day and goes, dude, I'm sorry. You were right. This shit's worse than you think it is. And I went, hold up, what? He goes, it's worse than you think it is. I went, oh shit. He goes, yeah. And I've been watching this over the past couple of years now. Like I said, this is like legit around when Snowden fucking threw all that stuff out there. And I kind of went down the rabbit hole myself and I was looking at it going, oh, damn. Can I just have my Nokia back, please? Yeah.
It's still cellular. It's still fucking cellular. They can still track it.
Yeah, but it's old school cellular and
it still operates off the same goddamn shit.
No, they're doing all the upgraded shit. There's only a couple that's watching the old stuff. Anyway, I'm like, can I get my flip phone back, please? But it's gotten worse and worse, and I've been watching it, and I'm going, oh, and
if they could fucking track how many text messages you sent, and then it could bill you for the text messages, what do you suppose they could do?
Well,
it's still the same shit.
It is.
They can still track it.
It's worse than that now with our newer phones.
I'm sure it is, but it's still along the same freaking basis.
It is, and it's not. There's just limitations to those old phones and by limitations, it's like it goes both ways. There's only so much they can do with that old phone, and there's only so much you can do with that old phone. So you're not going to get yourself into more trouble by doing something that your old phone can't do anyway.
Yeah.
That your new phone can, But no, going through those different doors and looking down those rabbit holes and stuff like that. And then I'm looking at what are they doing with the cars? Okay. Now, mind you, all of this I saw happening over in Europe. Every corner had a camera on it. Okay.
Yeah, you could go nowhere.
And I'm like, man, I hope that doesn't happen here.
Here it is.
It's all here now. And people are like, oh, just another camera, just another camera. And no one's putting their foot down going, stop it with the damn cameras. No one's putting their foot down going, stop it with the damn flocks. Okay?
But the cameras are good for the business because they can help robberies and they can ID suspects and blah, blah, blah. It
helps at the intersection. It helps track people down that does this and that. Yep. It's like, okay.
What happened to old school footwork?
I'm going to give up liberty for security. When you give up liberty, you don't have the security.
That's right.
Okay? And when you give it up, you ain't getting it back. And that's what we're doing. Just little by little by little, but it's just steamrolling now. And again, you look at the cars.
And they're not fucking hiding it no more.
No, they're not. No, that's exactly my next point.
They're just flat getting just blatant with it.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit.
And it's not even the cops. It's not even the government. It is the civilians.
The private sector.
They are putting it out there and they're giving it to the cops.
That's because they're getting money for it.
Correct.
That's what it's about.
And the government's going, hold up, we didn't do this. Nope. We're just utilizing what you guys made.
Yep.
And I'm going.
They're the ones being smart about it.
These sneaky son of the bitches. But yeah, no, and that's what it is.
It's all about the mighty dollar. That's where it's at.
And this is where I go, okay, well, we have these cars. We have these cars that are older. At what point are they going to say, you can't drive these old cars anymore because they're not safe?
Well, it's not even that. Look what's happening with the junkyards.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
random junkyards across the freaking country catching fire. How does a fucking junkyard catch on fire? Give me a fucking break. A junkyard with old cars.
You want to really go down a conspiracy real quick?
Nah.
Come on, real quick. So, Jeff Bezos just had a rocket explode, right?
He did?
Yeah.
I don't have news, so I don't.
Okay, well, he just had a rocket explode. There's still a lot of the parts of the rocket and the other stuff around the buildings and whatnot that are still there. But rocket fuel's less flammable than jet fuel that took down several buildings. Chew on that one for a minute.
Nah.
I saw the explosion from this rocket and went, damn. And they still have parts and bits and stuff like that are readily identifiable from this rocket explosion. But jet fuel took down 2 buildings. I mean, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I'm not quite sure how a passport with the criminal's freaking face and ID was on top of all the rubble to be found after everything else was completely destroyed.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that, but I already could tell right there that's sus.
I mean, it's a really good passport from whatever Middle Eastern country it was from.
That's the old school tech that we had. You know, when shit used to last.
Oh yeah, like when we went to the moon.
Wait, what?
Oh, well, we don't have the technology to go back to the moon. We lost that somewhere in the 70s. In the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s, we've never gone back to the moon because we lost that technology.
No, we didn't.
But
it's been locked away. It's not been lost.
Oh no, you listen to them scientists that work at NASA, like, oh, we don't have that technology to do that no more.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Or is it bullshit that we went to the moon?
I know that at some point we went to the moon.
Did we though?
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Again, let's get away from the conspiracy.
Yeah.
We could do this all night.
I'm gonna say that we did. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean,
we are so far behind where the government is at that it's not even funny. We have got shit that the civilian public has no idea what we have.
100%.
So, do I think that we've been to the moon? Yeah, absolutely. But that's just me.
Sis goes, nope, we didn't go.
Somebody's fucking been.
Pop says, just so you're aware, it's way easier to carry 5,000 rounds of 22 than it is 500 to 5.56, and I happen to agree with that.
Fucking right. I got almost 2,000 rounds in just this little bitty fucking carrier thing.
Yeah. So,
I'll be right back.
What? All right, I'm going to start doing some of the this day in history real quick then, since he's got to go potty. He broke the seal. Actually, I don't know what he's doing. He could be grabbing something to eat. All right, let me get my spectacles out because I'm getting old and I can't read without glasses. What is? Yeah, today's June 6th. All right. The funny thing about today is in this book that goes all the way back to like the 1300s in some days. Apparently on June 6th, nothing of importance happened until 1844. And there's two entries on 1844. The first one is Young Men's Christian Association is founded. Never heard of it. Young Men's Christian Association, YMCA. George Williams, an English philanthropist, founded the organization in London to promote young men's healthy development of mind, body, and spirit. It eventually became an international organization based in Geneva, Switzerland. So the YMCA was founded in 1844. Also in 1844, the first artificially frozen ice rink opens. Okay. The Glaciarium opened in Chelsea, London, featured an ice rink that was frozen by a series of cooling pipes beneath the ice. The rink featured an orchestra and walls decorated with murals of the Swiss Alps. So in 1844, not only were they making ice, but they actually made a damn ice rink, which that actually blows my mind. Also, what blows my mind is there's ways to make ice without electricity, and they've been doing this over in the Middle East for a really long time. And by a really long time, I'm talking 1,000 years at least, where it's just the way that the building is made and where the openings are, where air is passing through it, and it just cools everything down to where it actually makes ice. Out in the middle of this desert where it's 110 degrees outside, which is kind of cool. 1882, a cyclone devastates Mumbai. Massive cyclone touchdown in the Arabian Sea off the shore of the city caused damage, caused huge waves to sweep through Mumbai's harbor and into the city. More than 100,000 residents of the city were killed when the waves came ashore. 100,000 people in one city in 1882 killed by a hurricane. So, then in 1892, the Chicago L. Hey, Katie said, yo mama, you listen to this? 1892, the Chicago L begins operating. The elevated train, or L for short, began service as a steam locomotive pulling 4 wooden coaches. The elevated tracks it traveled along are still in use, although they have been modernized. The train service was extended through the 20th century to eventually cover 224 miles of track with 145 stations. So, Hoopy, Katie Zed, Yo Mama, little bit of a Chicago history for you right there. On this day in 1945, the Allies invade Normandy on D-Day. The invasion, codenamed Operation Overlord, involved 150,000 Allied troops simultaneously attacking 5 beaches in Normandy. It was the largest amphibious invasion in human history. The beaches were codenamed Gold, Juno, Sword, Omaha, and Utah, and objectives were divided among American, British, and Canadian assault troops. The day before the landings, the Allies pounded the German defenses along the Normandy coast with an aerial and naval bombardment. Just after midnight, 24,000 Allied airborne troops were dropped behind the coastal defenses. Infantry and armored troops began landing on the beaches at approximately 6:30 in the morning. The invaders had to cross open beaches under withering machine gun fire from entrenched German positions. I got something to say about that when it comes to Iwo Jima, actually. Having been on that island, uh, very eye-opening from the standpoint of a machine gunner and being able to see it from those that were hitting the beach and then going up to where the pillboxes were and seeing it from that point looking down onto the beach. No idea how anyone survived that. Allied casualties were heaviest at Omaha Beach, which was under constant fire from the high cliffs above. The Allies suffered 2,000 casualties at Omaha and more than 10,000 in total. Normandy landing secured a foothold in the beaches that permitted them to evade France and begin turning the tide of the war in Europe. So, very important battle there. Very important battle that actually changed the tide of the Second World War over in Europe. 1946, the Basketball Association of America is founded. The BAA would merge with the National Basketball League in 1949 and formed the National Basketball Association, aka the NBA. The Philadelphia Warriors won the first BAA championship in 1947. Interesting. Let's see. 1982, Israel invades Lebanon. The PLO had been using southern Lebanon as a base from which to launch attacks on Israel, prompting the invasion. And Israel Defense Forces, the IDF, fighting alongside the Maronite Christians, attacked the PLO. So we got that in 1982. And in 2002, which doesn't seem like that long ago.
It's been a minute.
Right. But I know where I was in 2002. Do you know where you were in 2002?
If I had to sit and think about it, maybe. Not right off the top of my head.
Well, it was my last year in the Marine Corps after doing 8 years. And I was training recruits. And I was, getting ready to get the hell out of the Marine Corps after 8 years. All right, 2002. An asteroid explodes in the upper atmosphere over the Mediterranean. The asteroid, only 10 meters in diameter, entered the Earth's atmosphere between Greece and Libya over the Med. It caused an explosion that had an estimated force of 26 kilotons, comparable to the atomic bomb dropped on Nagasaki during World War II. So the explosive power of it, now mind you, it was only 10 meters wide. That's how fast it was going through our atmosphere to cause this explosion, which was the equivalent of what happened over Nagasaki.
Wow.
Yeah. Mama T said she was getting ready to have Kylie in 2002.
Well, and that's the other thing I was just thinking about. Like, for some people, there's something of significance happening for them or whatever during that time. And I'm trying to think of, like, for me, where in the hell was I at in my life for that? And I can't immediately off the top of my head go, yeah, this is what was going on for me.
Weren't you just getting into towing at that point? Or no, were you doing rock work?
I would have to think about it.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything of super significance in my life that can go definitively go, oh yeah, I know exactly where I was at that point. I just don't. You had, your military thing. Sis had her,
the kids.
She was pregnant with, her daughter. So for me, I'm just trying to think, like, I don't have kids. I've been just living apparently life blindly, and I just nothing really significant was happening to where it would stand out to me. Like 2002 was, this is what's going on. I know I spent a few years doing the rock stonework.
Yeah.
Um, I want to say I don't know. I'd have to really sit and think about that one to see where I was at that point in my life, and I may not remember.
No.
It may have been just a. I
Another
was.
year.
It may have just been another year.
No. There's a couple of years that I've got like that where it's like, nothing really significant happened for me during that time period.
Well, and for me, it's a lot more because I don't have kids, and
Right.
like a lot of the significant stuff for me was much later in my life than it would be for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
I think for me, uh, like I remember some stuff, but like 2018 was a significant life, uh, was something for me to remember. That was the first time I ever got married. So,
Oh, rub that in my face.
and I'm still married to her. So, that's got to say something. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is just like,
No,
there's
absolutely.
not,
How long were you? Well, with the towing, how long were you doing that? Because you had towing and then you had repo.
I had like
You know what that-
14, like I had 14 years combined, 15 years combined with all that.
Right.
So, I'm
And
trying to
that kind of
remember.
blurs. It kind of blurs
It
in
does.
with
It does
each other.
blur.
Yeah. So
So I know I spent maybe 2, maybe 3 years in like general towing before I went and stepped in, and it might have been longer than that for general towing. I just happened to move to a different company, and then I moved from that place to another place where I was actually doing repos. So
right.
uh, it's just I've got a pretty good career of
What?
doing different things in my
Oh
life.
yeah.
So, but just nothing that's really just kind of like, this is when you did this, and this is when you did this, and this is when you did this.
Be- I
The
think
only thing
because
I
of my
have
line
that
of
is,
work, I think because of my line of work that I was doing back then, uh, it directly affected me because of the
well, when can I get
different
out?
things.
When can I do this, or when can I do that?
Well, just the different things that happen around the world played a different role in me having that memory of what I was doing when.
Well,
Because
so the Twin Towers,
yep, I can tell you exactly where I was.
that was 2001.
2001. Yep.
So I would have been towing at that point, and still towing after that point. So I would have probably still been in the early stages of my towing at that point. So I would probably just been doing general towing at that point. That's about what I can pinpoint it to.
Right. I was at the 200-yard line, Edson Range, training recruits when the first one happened, and at the 300-yard line when the second one happened. So, yeah.
I mean, there's a very real possibility in 2002 or 2002 that I was at the pool hall. So
Yeah, but would it have been Tees or would it have been River City?
it would have been RS, River City.
Yeah.
Let's see. What year did you clip the tip?
The finger, not the other two.
I don't know. That that should have been
A significant point.
but it wasn't. It was just, to me, it was just another freaking day in my life
So
because of this. Oh, well, shit, I lost the tip of this finger. Whatever. That was during general towing. So if I went through my paperwork and stuff for medical and all that, I might could figure it out, but I couldn't tell you definitively.
that would have been what, 2006, 2007 that happened?
Like I said, I'd have to really sit down and think about it because it just wasn't that significant in my. And it should be significant, but it's not. Like I couldn't tell you when I got this tattoo. I couldn't tell you when this happened. This one, I can't tell you when this one happened, but I could tell you why it happened. I could tell you that the best friend in my entire life, aside from Mr. WW, uh, this guy passed away in 2006,
Huh?
if I recall. And he passed away of Lou Gehrig's. So I was still doing some towing at that point, obviously even thereafter, but I was doing towing 2010. I was there, and then past 2010, I was doing repos as well as prior to that, whatever. But I've had crazy 2014. I think somewhere right around 2014 is when I stopped towing.
That sounds about right. Because you were towing for a good while after I moved out here.
I have been towing for quite a minute.
Yeah. And you had done repos, even with the general towing, you had done repos on and off, even while you were doing general towing.
Yeah. So even if you say that I started in 2000, that would put me at 14 years at that point.
Yeah.
So, I've got quite a few years under my belt for doing towing and repossessions. So,
Yeah.
But like I said, most of that time was spent doing that particular side of the business. So
It all blurs together.
It all blurs together, and never mind the fact that when you're doing even just general towing, doing even we'll just be doing both of those, repos and just general towing. You spend most of your time doing that. So 18, 20, 22 hours a day doing that stuff, everything just becomes a freaking blur at that point.
Absolutely. And
holidays I never got off, birthdays I didn't get off. It didn't matter. I was working, period. Yep. There was no just everything from my whole towing experience has just been a huge blur. I could take the time and I could figure it out, and I could figure out what times and what time frames and whatever. It would take me a while, but I could figure it out. But for those, and I want to say I spent about 14 years, so somewhere right around between 99, 2000, somewhere in there. I spent 14 years or so in that business.
Yeah.
So some of the best times and some of the worst times in that.
Some of the some of the things I did when I was in the military, it's the same type of thing. Yeah. I remember doing certain things, but I have to really sit down and focus and think about when.
What year time frame that was?
Because I'm like, oh yeah, I remember doing this, and all right, so when did I do it? Well, I think it was here, and then I have to think about it, like, no, it couldn't have been there because, exactly. I was no longer in Japan at that time, so that means it had to happen
after
before that,
or before, yeah,
yeah. And it's like, all right, well, if I did this when I was in Japan, then it had to be here. And then you start thinking about it like, well, holy cow. Because at that point, you're like, wow, that was a lot longer ago than I thought. You know, uh, the time I spent in Kuwait, which was only a very short period of time, but the time that I was actually there, I'm going, okay, when was that? And I would have to legit sit down with a calendar and all sorts of other stuff and start bracketing and work my way back to it.
Well, and here's the funny thing. So, like for me in towing, I remember at one point working for this company, which would be the second company I worked for doing towing. Okay.
Yep.
Their newest vehicle was a 2001. So I know at least 8 months prior to that, because that's about the time frame that I had spent in the previous company, is when I was there.
Okay.
So there's a very real possibility that I started in the very early 99 to 2000 range. So I'm going to say 2000.
Okay.
Okay. That's how I would remember my first start of the career as being in the towing part of that industry.
Yeah.
Because I spent it's probably about 6 to 8 months in the towing side of it, general towing, before I moved on to another general towing side of it, which then expanded into PPIs, which is private party impounds, whatever. So I would say that my earliest part of my towing career would probably be late 99, early 2000. I'm going to say more towards probably 2000.
Yeah.
And then it was into the 2014 year range because in 2014, the company that I was working for bought a brand new 2014 truck. So I spent about 14 years in the business.
So
That's how I remembered that whole site. And then I would have to remember how many different places I worked for in between all of that.
yeah.
That would take forever. But I have about 14 years in experience in that. I don't have any significant life altering deals other than I can remember what make, model, year vehicle I was in going forward. I do remember that the company I was working for at the time had a much older truck, tow truck that I was in, pretty old truck, DT 466 International, and it was a much older truck in the fleet, but it was the best looking truck in the fleet because of how well I kept it. Not only just interior, but also exterior.
Yeah.
Which is what got me noticed and which is what brought me into the following company, which is why I only spent 8 months my
Initial company.
company to the secondary company, because they were like, we noticed how well you keep this truck. We want you to come into this new truck.
Yeah.
So
So when I, sitting here going over this with you, and I'm thinking about all the things, I remember talking with Pops about some of the stuff he did when he was relatively, young in his 20s and even a little bit before that. And those little things that, oh yeah, I did this and I did this and I did this, because there were significant little, tidbits here, tidbits there. And how we just kind of recall certain things, and the other things are just like nothing significant happened. So that year was, a wash, so to speak.
Right.
It's been whitewashed. And it's like, but really, was it whitewashed, or are we just not remembering something at that moment, at this moment that happened then? Because I guarantee you, if you sat down long enough and you go, okay, 1999, what happened there?
Bro, I could freaking tell you what happened in 98 or 97. I could tell you that 97/98 which is the year that I was supposed to quote unquote graduate high school,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't graduate. I went to an alternative school.
Yeah. What else happened?
That's the best I can tell you. Well, I bought a Volkswagen Bug
Yeah. What
that
else
got
happened?
me to and from.
What else happened? I remember that. Do you know why I remember that?
Well, because you weren't here.
I was in Japan. Okay. So I wasn't home when it happened. So I remember that because in '98,
I was up in Payson.
I remember that I was not home. I was in Japan, and I got back. Very beginning of '98, very end of '97, very beginning of '98. Right. I mean, right there, and it had already happened. So I knew it happened in '97,
Mm-hmm.
and then you know. Um, just little things, with numbers and everything that have always stuck with me as far as I correlate certain numbers with certain events. So that's how I, sit back and I remember certain things. Uh, but yeah, if I sat down long enough,
That's been almost 30 years.
oh yeah,
Isn't
oh I know,
that crazy?
yeah, you
And I could tell you what day it happened on.
yeah,
October 31st. Halloween, bitches.
yeah. So when I'm looking at,
Happy Halloween.
yeah, you're 29 years this Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
And what's crazier is
But I couldn't put an exact date on this one.
right
I could
because
put an exact date on this one. I honestly could not tell you an exact date on this one. This one I can. October 31st, 97.
it's
This one I can.
I bet if you sat down long enough
Mm-mm.
and thought about it, you might be able to get within the month. I bet you could. Because it's significant enough. There's just enough significance to it where I think you could get down to maybe the month.
I probably couldn't get within the month, but I might be able to get within the year. It might be. I think it was probably somewhere right around.
And I actually
I think it was probably right around 98 or 97
for what? The
for
finger?
this one. Yeah, for this particular one.
Later,
It might have been sooner than that, actually.
later than that.
No.
99 or 2000.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nope.
Because that's too close to your other fingers. Too close.
Sorry. No, sorry. You're right.
And I think Sis is right about the time frame. I think it was Valentine's Day.
Fuck,
Why
I
did-
don't know, dude.
Why does that sound so familiar?
I don't know.
Sis is right. I remember talking with her about this, and when she brings up the holidays with candy, and
I would seriously have to think about it. I don't actually know.
I think it was around Valentine's Day or Easter, one of those two.
I was just trying to think of what I was just trying to think of what I was driving at that point because
It was a flatbed.
it was, but I was trying to think of what vehicle I actually owned at the time.
Oh, that you owned. Was it that Mustang?
Well, and that's why I was thinking 97, 99, but it had to have been after that. No, it was before that.
No,
was before that. It was before. Oh my God.
Wasn't it the Mustang you had? You had a Mustang in 04.
No, I don't remember when I had that Mustang, but I remember it was a 97 Mustang. And I'm trying to think of. Because I initially tried to get a 99, and then it was too many miles because it was at 50,000, and it was too many miles for the year
On a 99.
on a 99.
So we're talking 2000, 2001 with the finger.
I'm going the wrong fucking way, is what I'm doing. It could have been 0203.
Think so?
I think so. Well,
See,
I would say 3 years. So 99, so let's say 01, 02, 03. I would say it was probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 03. I think it was probably 03, 04, somewhere in there.
see, I thought it happened when I was over in Iraq, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
Fuck,
Which
I'm
was-
not even sure.
And the reason I'm not sure about that is because I remember asking you about what happened. Because you didn't have a bandage on it because it had already happened. So I wasn't home for that. In 03 is when I got out. 04 is when I was in Iraq. 04, 05. So
When did you live in GA, sis? Roughly. The first time.
well, she moved out here in what? 02, 03?
She was there for like 10 years, though, right?
Oh yeah, because I moved out here in 06.
Yeah, I don't remember. I want to say it was. I could have swore that I was trying for the 99, couldn't get approved for it because it had too many miles on it. And I figured it had to be within the first 3 to 5 years because it had 50 on it. And they were saying that it had too many miles on it for the years. And I was going to say 12, 12, and 12. That's only 36, right?
Yep.
So it had too many miles on it for the 3 years. So I want to say it was like 02, 03.
Could have been. It could have been right before I got out and before I went to Iraq.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like I said, I'd have to sit and really just fucking buckle down and think about it. And it just really, you would think it would be a real significant side of my life, but let's see what Pop says. He sent something.
Did he? See, I know us having this conversation. Other people are thinking. Other people are going, "Hey,
Oh,
what?"
fuck.
Did he remember something that you forgot?
It might have actually been in 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah, because after everything was all said and done, he's right. I remember taking my settlement money and buying a fucking motorcycle with it. I bought a brand new 06 CBR.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Why wouldn't that stuff be? And maybe my brain's just wired different, but why wouldn't that be significant enough to remember? Because I already lost this one?
Probably.
Maybe? I don't know.
It just wasn't as
Just another feather in the hat? Fuck it.
no, but that's a real thing though.
I would imagine probably so because I can't fucking remember hardly.
I can tell you the first time I went out in the field with the Marine Corps. I couldn't tell you the third, fourth, or fifth time. I can tell you the last time I went out. Okay, I could tell you that because I had a freaking blast because I knew it was going to be one of the last times unless I reenlisted. And I really wasn't planning on reenlisting, so I kind of made a mental note. Hey, I'm changing duty stations. This is going to be one of the last times I'm going to be out in the field, so I'm going to have fun with it. I remember that, but I couldn't. Like, I remember other things that I did when I was in, but I couldn't tell you where at exactly unless I sat down and thought about it, like, okay, what was I doing? I was in charge of this. Okay, in order for me to be in charge of this, I had to be of this rank. All right, of this rank would have been what time period? Okay, so in order for this to happen, it had to be between this time and this time.
Right.
Type of deal.
So you were saying you were in Kuwait from when to when?
I was in Kuwait in 98.
Where were you after that then? About, let's just say 2004, 2006. Where were you at that point?
All right, so in 2004, 2005, I was in Iraq, but I'd already gotten out of the military at that point. I was doing the contract.
That's probably about when it happened. Was probably 2004, 2005.
Yep.
And that makes sense to me because I wouldn't figure with this happening and the settlement and everything else going on, it wouldn't take a fucking year because I don't think it took a year. So it probably was closer to 2005.
Yeah,
I would think it was probably somewhere in that area
could have been.
because that's when I bought a brand new 2006 bike.
And if it was,
Brand new off the floor.
and if it was Valentine's Day in 05,
It would have been 06 model year.
there you go.
There it is.
And when I got back, it would have been June. So all of that would have been healed up anyway.
Right.
So makes sense.
And I
to me.
would have just been going through the therapy of it. So
Yep.
That makes sense. Let's see. At Chris Talk. Hey, Chris. From one Chris to another. Hey, how you doing, bud? How's your evening going? Roger, you still hanging out? How you doing, bud? How's life? Did you get you another bottle yet? I'm back on this one again tonight because I liked it so much last week. So, and then I also bought another bottle for my dad. There's still a few bottles up there. So, did you get another? Did you get yourself a bottle? Let me know, bud. And I know you came in kind of late in the show. I also bought this bottle too. It's West Virginia. The 6-year blue lock. I'm going to probably save this one. I'm going to probably wind up getting another bottle and trying that because this one's pretty early in the batch run. This is batch 3, bottle number 4. So I'm probably going to save on this bottle here and find another batch 3. Hopefully, a little bit further down the line, that won't feel so bad. So I still have a little bit left of my other bottle that my dad got me. The other bottle that's put away, it's not getting used. I'm saving on that. I'll probably bust that out when rainy day needs it. So. Roger, if you need me to get you a bottle, let me know. I'll get you one and I'll put it aside for you. That way we make sure you get you a bottle because that is some really, really, really good stuff, man. This is my 3rd glass and I'm actually quite ashamed.
So, gotta love work.
Actually, that is exactly what it is. The get my glasses back on.
Western
The blue
football.
lot number 6, the 6 year, this one here is actually inspired by exactly what he says. The tailgating football for football season.
Interesting.
He says he's had it and he says it's not bad. So good. I'm excited. I'm not excited about spending another $77 on it, but I'm excited to get it and try it again or try it, see how it is.
Yeah, I believe that.
But again, Roger, if you want me to get you a bottle and set it aside, more than happy to. I want to make sure you get one. I bought one for my pops. I'm going to send it to him so he can try it.
There we go. Ah,
It's about that time, ain't it?
it's getting there. It is getting there.
It's already over 2 hours.
No shit. I didn't think it was that long. I thought it was probably about half hour, 45 minutes less than that. Talking about time, I guess. Any new toys?
No,
No, fishing rods, nothing like that. Just
no, I've been sporting the same shit for the last couple of years now. I think the last fishing rod I got was a G Loomis rod, which I spent a pretty penny on, which is cheap compared to what they typically are. I guess I shouldn't say typically, but it's cheap in the line of what they have. I spent about $450 on it,
damn.
but that was, like I said, a year or so ago.
Yeah.
So, and then you figure you got the reel that you got to put on top of that. So, and then as far as pew pews go, I haven't done anything for a hot fucking minute. I think the last one I got was the 1911. I think.
Okay.
So no, maybe not. No, it was the 300 blackout.
Oh, really?
That yep. And,
Okay.
so I still have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have at least 4 or 5 new ones. Well, if you count the 22 that I've got, which I will probably never fire.
So are you?
I have at least 4 or 5 of them that I have not fired yet that are brand new. Still.
So are you going to get the kayak so you have a boating accident?
I didn't need any of that stuff to have a boating accident. I've already had it. So my house flooded in the river a long time ago.
Yeah. No, I've fishing rod. The last new fishing rod was when you were down here.
Yeah, and you got a basic one.
Yeah,
I think didn't I get that for you?
Yeah,
I think I did. Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, it wasn't even that great, but it
No, it's
listen.
good.
I tell you what, I would
It's
put
better than what I'm using it for.
nothing currently, but
I mean, even with
there's a lot of people that will tell you they would put you up against a $30, $40 fishing rod, up against a $500, $600, $700 one any day.
Oh yeah.
You're going to catch a fish. You're going to catch a fish. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
Point fact is, I was using my $500 plus rod, and the kid was using the rod that I bought her because I felt like, hey, I am enjoying the fact that you're going fishing with me, and I enjoy the fact that you enjoy fishing as much as I do. I'm going to get you a rod. I didn't spend a whole lot of money on it, but well, shit was catching way more fish than I was.
There you go.
So I don't think the rod matters. It's how you tie your hook and how you tie your lures and everything is what it is basically what it breaks down to.
Yeah, we went when we had those rods that we got
Reeled and spooled and all that
spooled.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, okay, we're gonna have them do the spooling, and then it's gonna be, this line test or whatever the hell it was.
I think I got 8 or 10 pound test. That was it. Not nothing real crazy, but
And then, what do you think her rod that you got her? What do you think test on that is?
probably 6 pound.
Yeah, and she's out fishing you with a 6 pound line.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
but that's the thing is you can get a 6 pound test line and you can pull in 30, 40 pound fucking fish.
Yeah,
It just
if you
depends
do
on
it
how
right.
you act. Yeah, it just depends on how you act with it. So,
It's just one of those things. Does it really matter? Sometimes it's just how you wiggle the bait.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, all right. It's been a good one. It's been nice and relaxing. It's been a very well needed just sit back and not worry about shit. A couple hours. Uh,
Look, yeah. You're catching up, bro.
well, it's a race and you're winning, so this is one I'm not worried about.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
You're going to catch up, though.
I don't know. Well, if I just let it keep growing, it'll do it. But if I trim it down, it
I've
gets
been
dark again.
trimming mine for years, bro.
Mine gets dark when I trim it down. It's when
Not
I let it
mine.
grow.
No,
So,
it's got to change. I'm telling you.
but anyway, anything coming along in the future in the next week?
No,
No.
not that I can think of. I'm gonna stick to my guns, man. I'm gonna get out there when the weather's halfway decent. I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna fish, man. That's what I'm gonna do. I keep my eyes peeled right now for a canoe, or not a canoe, but a kayak.
You get a
And
canoe too?
no, I want a kayak.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled out for that, and that's about. And maybe a trailer.
Okay.
I keep looking out for that stuff. So I got a couple things I'm looking out for just because I need to go back home and pick up a pickup and
Yeah.
you know. So I'm looking forward to taking a vacation here pretty soon. I don't know when that's going to be, but soon, hopefully. Other than that, I'm telling you, I'm just trying to live and be peaceful
And enjoy living.
yeah, dude. I'm so tired of working. It's not that I'm tired of working. I'm tired of working for people that don't give shit about their people. You spend a bunch of your fucking life working. They don't give a shit about you, and yet you keep fucking working, and your life has just gone away, and you've done nothing for yourself other than to better somebody else. And
Yep.
I am to the point where I want to get out and I want to do more camping. I want to do more fishing. I want to do more woodworking. I want to do more of my own personal shit. I want to do stuff for me, my wife,
Yep.
just for people that I care about.
I hear you.
So I'm looking forward to doing more stuff like that. And I got to figure out how to do that. So, anyways, that's it. That's all I'm doing.
Well, we'll have our next show next Saturday, and then we'll skip a week. And I think we will have a show on your birthday.
Why the fuck would you say that to people? Prick. Yeah, my fucking birthday is on a Saturday.
Yeah. So we're going to do next week, and then we're going to skip a week because I will be out of town. I will be with the better half for our anniversary. It'll be, yeah,
It'll
19,
be a good time.
19 years.
18.
8 years.
8 years. Yeah, 8 years this August.
8.
Yep. No shit, right?
There you go.
There it is.
So you might want to do something.
Yeah, better, huh?
8. You guys chose that specific date for a reason.
I didn't. She did. 18 is the same as
8,
If you
18.
if you reverse 18.
Yeah.
So now it's 18 or 8. So 8, 18, 8. So
Yeah.
there's 4 8s in there. I better do something semi nice.
Yeah, something.
So
8 years. So, all right. I think we're going to cut it at this point. It's what? 21 on 06/06/26 at the moment.
Yep.
So, I hope everyone has a good evening. Again, we're going to always leave out of here with Mr. White Lion, because it wouldn't be part of our show if we didn't. We played him on the very first show, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah, and we've had
Honestly, I couldn't tell you, but I think we've been from day one. So
from day one we played this gentleman. Never gets old to us.
Nope.
And
I don't know how many of you are familiar with the .577 T-Rex round. Today I'm going to shoot it. That was amazing.
again, never gets old. But we're going to get out of here. We love you guys. Thank you for coming in. Again, like, subscribe. You got someone that wants to just listen to us bullshit and talk about absolutely nothing and everything at the same time, send them our way. We appreciate it. For those of you that have been around since day one, we love you. Thank you.
appreciate you for sure.
I hope that every one of you has a fantastical week, and we will see you next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is really weird to say considering I've been saying Mountain Time or Arizona Time, because I don't even think we were technically Mountain Time back then. Yeah, I miss not having to change my time zones.
Yeah, man.
This shit sucks.
Yep.
Love you guys.
Have a
Talk to
good
you
one,
later.
guys. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.